much longer. But towards the Guru, that shot, and they have to make it short so that we can finish that goal. How long would it take for a person to reach his aim? 500,000 years or 1,000,000 years, whatever it is doesn't matter. It's the destination. We reach our aim. Our aim is to union with her. Union is the origin. That is our aim. And for that, they have created all these paths. See how complex these ones are, but they're beautiful. And for that, they have to give us a body to pursue here, to be able to go through that. And there are various paths. What Mother has promised is, people who come here, she has promised Atmanyan. That is to know who you are, where you came from, where you're going, what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish. Simple things, but they're very complex. But she has promised us, people who come here, come to her. I said here, I don't mean exactly here, physical, but psychic. It's all psychic. And 5% or something, 95% transcendence. So we live the life through it. We live the experiences. We can attach to, it's like a course. You go through the course. In the process, you learn. And that learning takes you to the highest level. And we have various paths. And our path is Kundalini in one way. And there are various paths. You can take any path which is suitable for you. But we have to work hard. We have to experience those experiences. And so this is a very simple slide to show how much is done by her and how much is done by us. The result is that gnosis, consciousness, goes up to the highest level where we can feel them. We can persevere and feel them. Next slide. Okay. And to do that, we have a map, road map. And our road map is very complex, but very simple, very practical. We have lots of intermediaries. Look at our Alibaba. The people say here that Kumar had idea and he built it. When I hear that, I just get very small. A human cannot do that. A human person cannot know all this to prepare. She took care of everything. Even the stones you see in Rajagopura, they were unique. They all came from one source. And she even said, don't blast me. Cut me so gently, so that my children who come to me will feel me completely. I don't want you to blast them. Okay, we do them by blasting technique, but these are huge stones. But she even took care of that. She taught me how to do it, what method we should take, which mountain to choose. That means even that stone has to have a certain ability to communicate with you. Look at that beauty. That is, she's very practical. She knows what will touch us. And I give you a couple of examples how she touched many of us. You may or you may not know, but trust me, anyone who has gnosis, who has knowledge, is touched by them. So all of us are touched. In this temple, I've seen people, they change completely. See the intermediary. They were with us. All the intermediaries, even longer they were with us. She made sure that we have them. And we are installed it now. When we made the slide, we didn't install it. And when I go back to India, when I go to the holy places, I see them. These nagas, they're snakes. And when they come to me, they become like a human. They communicate. But you have to perceive it. When you perceive it, they communicate a lot. Who would believe it? How can a snake can communicate? But they do. That's why they're not there with us. They exist. But we should have the good fortune and the wisdom and the knowledge to communicate with them and receive from them. So Pitrus, most important, our Pithrus, they exist. They died, but they exist. The Atman always exists. It's eternal. But so we call it, I asked, what name should I give to you? Call me eternal, I'm eternal. So I always exist. So very simply she will explain, most complex. So the Pithrus are very important. You have to show respect. Think of them and worship them. So worship is a way of communicating. It's a very deep way of communicating. So Pithrus are very important. The holy tree spirits are very important. You cannot believe it. How can a tree have spirit? But they do. When I go to Himalaya and I go to holy places, I feel them. And to me it's real. And the cosmic energies, they're real. And even the rivers, our rivers, everything has sentience, sentient meaning life. We have to feel them. We have to communicate with them. We have to feel them. And if we have the ability to communicate, and if we have the good fortune to have a good life, I don't mean good life, one life, many, many lives. As long as you live as an organism, very simple thing they need. They need you to be nice. Be nice. You don't have to do no complex theories. So even rivers have life. When I went to Vijayadasami, I went to many holy rivers. And now I understand what they mean by holy. How can a river be holy? They are holy because they have sentience. And when they have sentience, they communicate with you. And when you see them, you grow up in the wisdom. And our religion is very complex. They made it as simple as possible for us. Look at all the intermediaries. There's a beautiful Rajagopura. Your human cannot conceive it, cannot even know them. Every stone has life in it, and they communicate with you. So when I go and pray, I can see, I can hear them. They talk to you. Again, you have to feel that to know that. But many of our devotees, fortunately, are able to feel that. They know this is different. This is not like an inanimate stone. It's alive. It's lived a long time, 1,000 years. And they carry the memory. And the memory is wisdom. And when they come to you, when you receive them, you receive them. You become wiser. So gnosis is not wisdom. That comes from those. That means every stone there is 550 entities in that. Everything has a life of their own. And if you research it, and if you know them, it's very complex. Once you know them, you know them and you see them and you know about them. So these are not inanimate structures. They're very animate. And she made sure that I took in certain moments, certain places, certain rivers. So everything is dark. That's why people say, I wilted, I shuddered. Oh, there's worse light everybody can give. Circular light. She gives you all the map, every secrets of life. And with that, anyone can do that. And each side of it, as we got the Adi Parashakti, the presiding deity. And the Sri Chakra, these I don't want to go into depth of that because it takes time. And each side even has certain aspect of cosmos, certain aspect of divine. The West has Teshwara aspect, North has Brahma aspect, South has Shiva aspect. So when I went to Tirupati this time, I could feel that. I just finished that travel, and I can feel even the section of which side they are. That has significance. It's not just something carved and made. It is a life. And we are very fortunate to have that, to have some entity give us all the secrets. There's more than 500 entities there. Much more. But I say 500. all of them are there. So when I go and sit and meditate, I look at that section and meditate on that aspect. And it's all very scientific. The most scientific aspect I've seen is this religion. They will say religion is not scientific. It's very scientific, but you have to understand. That means you have to be told, somebody has to teach you which side is active, which side is not active. But what all our books, literature teaches us, they are true. And we are very fortunate to know them. And somebody has given the whole map. That's the best thing that can happen to you. Best thing that can happen to anyone. So we are very fortunate. And they've given us all the map and the truth and all the secrets. Next slide, please. There's a section called Parashakthi Durga. Who knows about that? Jews, the tradition. There's something called Shakti Durga. And we have it in our temple. You know where it is? Underneath Mother. You see Mother's statue. Underneath that we kept it. This is Shakti Durga. Because we told them what happened to Shakti Durga, original one, we don't know what happened. It was stolen in probably 2nd, 3rd century. It disappeared from history. But we kept it underneath her. That means she is underneath Mother. It will now be stored. It will always be there for us to experience and get the benefit. That's called Shakti Durga. It has all the energy, not only energy, and the secrets of the creation. So it will be permanently there. It cannot be taken out. And to participate in the construction of a structure like that, we have to be blessed. And the blessing takes thousands of years to achieve it. And we have lived that many times. And we receive each time, receive certain aspect of it. And participating in its development is a great privilege to us. We don't even think of any of those when you come to the temple. But trust me, a lot of work has gone towards it. And a lot of planning has gone towards it. The benefit is you deserved it, we deserved it, so we get it. Nothing is given. In evolution, nothing is given. Miracles happen, but everything has a logic behind it. The logic in our path is wisdom. You look at each aspect in development, even the three chakras, they all have meaning behind it. They're highly complex, highly researched. And we are the recipients of that. It looks like that. We made that. It took a lot of work. And then we kept it underneath her. We permanently placed underneath her. So when we go and look at her and think of all this, the knowledge comes into us. That's a path of knowledge. And to even come here is a great privilege because it cannot be achieved without all the work. And the work we wait a lot of times. That's why she says, don't rush. And you need lots of time. Meaning 1,000 years. So don't rush. Do it well. Do it sincerely. And do it with love. Love for her. Love for the Creator. Love for the creation. So that all this thing, that's why they say Gopura Darshan, Kodi Punyam. So when you see it, Gopura, a structure like that, made with all this knowledge, all the wisdom, you can understand why they bring that much of result. Gopura Darshan, Kodi Punyam. Kodi means 1 million probably. So when you see a Gopura like that, like this here, even coming inside, you get the energy inside. But to know that somebody has worked, somebody has researched, somebody has worked very hard. And out of love, they have given it to us. And I'll show the intermediaries. You can look at them, and you should look at them and think of them. If you think of them with love, they come into you, and you learn that. Next slide. The Sri Chakra is the most scientific equipment. I won't go into it, I can't go into it. Every little thing, triangle, pentagram, tetragram, everything has meaning behind it. And we have it in us. We carry it with us. They did a beautiful job. They made it part of us. So when we go through the rising of Kundalini, the wisdom, the knowledge, but that has to be given to us. Some other entity, some rishi, some forefathers. That's why we say always think of your forefather. Don't forget them. That they are in you. They never leave you. They never go away. So take advantage of them. Show your love, your affection. And all these are very scientific concepts. If you go into the depth, you'll see how beautifully she has designed it, how beautifully she has created the religion itself, made us go through the travel. And you have to go through the travel. If you don't go through the travel, you don't get the benefit. But all of us, if you are here, you are going through the travel. And you will get it. There's no question. It may take maybe 1,000 years, 10,000 years longer. It doesn't matter.